Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education and research. This video contains the creator's opinions, comments, and allegations for the purpose of education, comment, entertainment, and criticism. It is not to be misconstrued as facts. Please, do your own research, form your own opinions, and be an independent thinker. This is a trigger warning. If you are easily offended or extra sensitive, you may want to bypass this video. There are many gossip drama channels on YouTube that try to disguise themselves as true crime channels. They base their content on lies, speculation, baseless theories, rumors, and hypocrisy. They do not base their channels on facts. These types of channels are harmful to the true crime community, the viewing audience, innocent bystanders, the families of victim, and to the victim themselves. These gossip drama channels will create drama to boost their subscribers and views for monetary gains. Depending on how many subscribers a channel has, YouTube will pay $0.004 per view. Example, if a channel has 10,000 subscribers with 700,000 monthly views, you would times 700,000 times 0.004 equals $2,800 per month. Or $2,800 times 12 equals $33,600 annually. You can find the subscriber and view information for a channel on https://playboard.co/en/. This site will, also, give you the amount of money made from super chats for the channel. Often these channels will give their Cash App and/or PayPal information to accept direct money. This way they can avoid the high percentage of money YouTube keeps and to avoid anyone knowing how much money they actually receive. In the Summer Wells case, the gossip drama channels have exploited this case to no end. They have made thousands upon thousands of dollars off from a 5-year-old missing little girl. On top of the YouTube channel profit and direct payments, these channels have held illegal fundraisers and illegal sales of merchandise and exploited thousands of more dollars. Yes, illegal. They did not apply, by law, the proper papers to be able to hold a fundraiser. They did not have legal permission by her parents to be able to use Summer Wells' photo on their merchandise. One of these gossip drama channels that is monetized is Ziggy. Her entire channel is on the Summer Wells case. Her projected YouTube profit is projected to be at least $2,800, plus, this month alone. One of her very first videos, she slams Don Wells. She continues to slam Don Wells and his family for 2 solid months of malicious and vicious rumors, lies, gossip, and verbal abuse. Then, when Mr. Wells lashes back at her, she claims what an awful person he is, and how she did not deserve it. She reminds me of a schoolyard bully that continually abuses a crippled child. Then, when the crippled child punches her square in the nose, it's the crippled child's fault after enduring months of abuse. She reminds me of an abusive husband that deliberately antagonizes his spouse until she screams out at him to knock it off. Then, he accuses her of being crazy. You don't keep poking the bear with a stick and then expect the bear not to claw the fuck out of you. I'm not sure if she learned these tactics from abusive parents or if she's just plain ignorant. I'll let you be the judge of that. Let's take a look at her in action. We will start with her first Summer Wells video, dated September 4, 2021.
Because I am a new broadcaster, and I have definitely never gone live before, not on YouTube. Put all the blame on Don, and I'm right there with him because I think that he's an idiot. And about your husband who's a piece of shit and abuses you and just the biggest loser.
In your very first live video, you call Mr. Wells an idiot, a piece of shit, a loser, and you accuse him of abusing his wife. Let's take a look at your next video that was on the same day as the previous video.
You know, we're all speculating. None of us know what happened. I mean, what facts do we have? Okay, so what can we go by as far as facts-wise? We know that Summer is gone. We don't know where she is. We know, I mean, can we really say that they supposedly went swimming that day. I mean, we do know that they picked up prescription because I guess Chris McDonough has proof of that in this time. It was like around 1:30 p.m. But I mean, really, we're all speculating on what happened.
In your second video, you admit your videos are speculation. You admit you know very little facts about what happened. Yet, you continue to fabricate harmful gossip, rumors, innuendos, and outright lies.
Come on, that whole, the whole, religion front, you know, that's just a mask. That is not him. I mean, I think it's very commendable for people who, you know, do change their lives around, who have been hardened criminals in the past or made horrible decisions or was, you know, had addictions or whatever. And people are able to change. But, you know, actions speak louder than words, and that is just not. Don hasn't changed. You know, he's the same horrible person he's always been.
You insult his religion and call him horrible. What gave you the idea that if someone is trying to do what's right, and trying to better themselves with the help of religion, that they automatically become holier than thou? Everyone can make mistakes, including yourself, everyone except Don Wells, in your opinion. My mother used to tell me, it's the sinners that should be in church. And, that's where your ass should be.
I mean, come on, guys, like, this isn't just about Don, but look at how much sexual abuse runs in that family. Have you seen anything like that? I think that just shows you how that it is, like, you know, something learned from your environment. I mean, I'm sure I know there is a little bit of, you know, that nature nurture thing. I think that there is a little bit of your, you know, brain issues going on too. I think that just because you were sexually abused or were around a bunch of pedophiles growing up, it doesn't mean that you're going to become one necessarily.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. Product of your environment? Brain issues going on? You're trying to slam Mr. Wells without slamming all the SA victims in the world, but not succeeding. Then, you go into slamming another creator for the speculation and hypocrisy that you, yourself do.
And you make people, you try to embarrass people who come on with because of their opinions, and, you know, for a lot of times for opinions that are very reasonable. So, I mean, and I've seen you come up with, you talk about wild speculations, I've seen you come up with some bullshit like crazy. What about this is what I brought up in her live the other day that pissed her off, because I just saw the hypocrisy. So I was like, what about when she told, like, all of YouTube that, oh, there was cops at Chris Watts' parents' house and stuff, and she had this inside information, and, you know, I mean, like, and she was so obviously wrong. It was such bullshit.
Next, you go into your anonymous source. Your source is anonymous, so you don't have to prove that there is any factual information in what you're about to say. Who, that is anybody, would confide in you? No one with any intelligence, I can assure you that.
I can't mention my source because they told me I do not have permission to share their name or screenshots or anything like that because of their profession, and also they just don't want to be mentioned. But what I was going to mention first is I was going to bring up the drugs. So I don't know how much they're spending on a month on drugs, but I do know this. Don lied. Don lied about how much, or Don lied, first of all, about their drug screens. They did not pass their drug screens. Okay. I know this for a fact. Chris McDonough knows this is a fact. I've never talked to him in my life, but he mentioned on his live that he knows what they failed for. He said he isn't going to mention it, but he knows what they failed for. He didn't say, he said they kind of bunched them together. So I guess he could say, oh, I mean, they didn't fail for anything, but I know they did fail.
You, nor McDonough are credible sources. McDonough has Michael Crow, Jamie Wilson, AK Rocks, and Nomadic Trek to prove he is not credible. You are a gossip drama channel for profit which is not credible, either.
It was mentioned part of it was mentioned they failed for, let me bring up I know they failed for crack cocaine. Not cocaine, but crack cocaine. Now, I cannot tell you, how they're able in a drug test to tell between cocaine and crack cocaine, but it was crack, and that stuff is extremely addictive and expensive because of the amount the high is so short, you have to keep doing it. So it's not like something you take a pill and you're high for 8 hours.
Wow, I'm super impressed. Those drug tests can now detect the water and baking soda used to cook cocaine down into rock form now. Because that is the only fucking difference between cocaine and crack cocaine is the form in which it's used. Brilliant anonymous source you got yourself there.
Meth, crack, marijuana for Dawn. Candace, crack, marijuana. So if somebody comes on to a YouTube, where internationally people watch, even though law enforcement's probably watching, how are you going to go on there and say confidently that you've passed your drug screens, knowing that law enforcement can come on and be like, you're a fucking liar, dude? Maybe they know that, maybe law enforcement said, I don't know, to tell people whatever you wanted. I mean, because maybe law enforcement's just waiting, for them to hang themselves. But how can you confidently go on these YouTube channels and say this stuff when law enforcement knows differently, and it's going to come out eventually that you're a fucking liar? So if you can lie that you were clean on drug screens, what about the lie detectors? Did you lie about that too? Yes, you did. You lied. And let's see here.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe your anonymous source lied? No, you didn't think of that. Guess what? Dr. Phil and law enforcement, both, confirmed that the Wells did pass the lie detector test. You were wrong again. So who is the liar?
He did not pass the lie detector test. The test came back as non-conclusive for guilty knowledge test. That means they were using some kind of medication or sedative to trick the investigator in administering the test. Both of them came back non-conclusive because of for the guilty knowledge. That's what they came back positive for, or what they failed for on the test. They know what happened to Summer. Point blank, period. They know. And they used some type of medication according, I'm not going to say who, but a reliable source that they used some type of medication or sedative, exact words, to trick the test. So it came back non-conclusive. I see somebody came on. By the way, Dawn and Candace did not pass their urine screens. They were dirty for both of them crack, both of them marijuana, and Dawn was also dirty for meth. Okay? I know this from a reliable source who told me I cannot share their name or their screenshot.
Your source is not reliable. I would love to see Mr. Wells sue your broke ass for defamation just to make sure you didn't lie, spread gossip and rumors about anyone else.
Okay? I would just say they're in their field of profession gives them access to this type of information. Also, they did not pass their lie detector test. They're fucking liars. And I was just stating how, once again, how are they going to go on YouTube where they can be easily debunked by law enforcement, which they're going to be later on. It's going to come out that they were lying. But confidently, Don's coming on a YouTube channel saying that he passed urine screens and he passed lie detectors. No, they failed. They came back non-conclusive. Is that how it's stated? Let me find where in this conversation it came back non-conclusive for the guilty knowledge test. They have knowledge of what happened to Summer. And the reason it came back non-conclusive is because we're using some type of medication or sedative to trick the investigator administering the tests. They know what happened to her. So if they know what happened, but they didn't come back non-conclusive for doing something specifically to her. So what did they, as far as like hurting her? I'd like to know the question specifically though. Did they ask, did you sell her into sex trade? Did you sell her for some other weird purpose used on the dark web? Like if you've watched that I shared earlier in this live, like Donna, the psychic Donna Serafina, who was correct about who was those I don't know, the one that has the daughter named Tylee. Is her last name Bell or something? She was correct, and there's evidence out there, emails and stuff like that, where from 3 months before they were arrested, she was correct about their body being spread all over and whatever. She's saying that they sold her for a snuff film. Fucking sick. And that Candace gave Summer some type of medication. That's why it's so important to know what was filled that day.
You're the one that was debunked by law enforcement. And, you use sources such as Donna Serafina. Oh, my God. Donna Serafina has already been debunked about Candace selling Summer for a snuff film. How sick can you people get? How awful of you to put this mental anguish and torture onto a family of a missing 5-year-old. What kind of sick mind thinks of this kind of shit? And, you take it from there and keep adding to the sick demonic speculation.
What prescription was filled that day? Did Candace give Summer some of that medication to ease the pain of whatever was to come that evening? What kind of sick monster are you that it doesn't like keep you up that it doesn't make you want to kill yourself for freaking selling your own child for some type of torturous reason, like either whether it is sex trade or some type of snuff video.
What is sick is all these lies you're spreading. You don't give a damn about Summer or anyone else, just as long as you get that paycheck. Ask yourself the same questions that you ask someone else, that you have been lying about and abusing. What kind of monster are you to make up and spread such awful lies? How the fuck can you live with yourself? You're lucky Mr. Wells only called you and told you off. Anyone else wouldn't go that easy on you. Now, we will go into your November 15th, 2021 video.
Don't tell me to stop, because I'm not gonna stop. What do you mean, stop? Ziggy, be careful who you believe. TBI, know what I know. Stop. You guys, I don't know why people think when they tell me stop, like Benny, Lizzie, Shally, why they think that's going to work. That's like a waste of your time to type stop. Because you telling me to stop is not going to work. That's not a good enough reason. You didn't explain enough there for me. One word, stop, is not going to do it for me. I need a good explanation. I don't know what you claim to know. And if it's just something you saw on the internet through some conspiracy theories shit, that you probably, gosh, can you imagine all these peep crazies sitting in this conspiracy theory nonsense?
I'll tell you why you should stop. Because what you are doing is wrong. Stop being a hypocrite. You slam people for what you do, yourself. You just slammed conspiracy theorist, while you've been a conspiracy theorist against the Wells since September 4, 2021. You are not going to solve what happened to Summer by sitting on your fat ass in that chair, slamming her parents. You've already been proven wrong about the lie detector tests and drug tests. You're a busybody, spreading gossip. You have no facts. You are doing this for profit, not to help Summer. Nothing you've done in the past 2 months has helped Summer. It is not helping Summer or helping to find Summer by making up and spreading these god-awful lies. You slam Don and Candace for drinking and doing drugs, while everything you're doing only causes more anguish and depression. That doesn't help an alcoholic or an addict. You're the type of person that would load the gun for a severely depressed person if you could make a nickel off from it. Under any circumstances, those 3 boys will grow up and see what you've said about their family on YouTube. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh no. You guys, I've got a call. You know who it is. Hello? You know I'm live, right? I mean, you're not. No, I'm not. Do you want me to put you on speakerphone? Are you sure? You know you're not. You said you're not supposed to go on lives. No, I did not. Who said that? Here.
Why would I kidnap my own kid?
Who said you kidnap your own kid? I did. You're on speakerphone. You're on speakerphone. I did not say you kidnap your own kid. What do you mean?
Why would I kidnap my own?
Is that guys? Was that what I said? Don, you're on speakerphone. I'm just warning you. You're on speakerphone.
And you're sitting there running your mouth.
We're going over theories. I just said.
You know, I have a theory that you're a dumb bitch. Is that a good?
Don, are you drinking tonight?
No.
Because you would not be acting like this if you weren't.
It's just a theory. Oh, because you're accused of some shit. It's just a theory, eh?
Did I say that he kidnapped his daughter?
Man, you're sitting there running your mouth. And you're saying all kind of stupid shit.
Your mouth is running.
We're watching the News Nation, and it was not. That's not what I said, Dawn. That's not what I said. But I will rewind it. I will rewind it.
I got all kind of theories too. Why? What? Shut up, baby. Shut up. Why in the fuck is it so impossible for somebody to fucking kidnap our kid? Why do you?
I said it would be one of the 5 people that were around her that day.
Who was?
I said it would be one of the 5 that were around her that day.
Oh, nobody could come up here and just kidnap her, huh? That's impossible, right?
Not a random, no.
Oh, okay. That's impossible.
A random?
Where the fuck is she?
A random?
Where the fuck is she, man?
Obviously, you
Shut up. Where the fuck is
Hey,
she?
let Candace. I mean, you're yelling too, so why can't Candace yell?
No, man, you sitting there running your big fucking cock-sucking, dick-licking mouth and saying all kinds of shit.
We're going over the News Nation videos, and I said it was one of the 5. And I said, didn't I say that you're not letting me explain myself here, please?
Fuck you.
Somebody, you're not letting me explain what I said.
No.
I said.
You guys ain't looking at the fact. Y'all sitting there running your
We're
mouth
watching your interview today.
No, fuck.
Hey!
Fuck all you bitches and hoes.
Oh, why did you have to say, Don, I know you're drunk right now. You would not have said that had you not been drunk. You're live. You're live right now. Why are you saying this stuff?
Because you're sitting there saying all kind of hateful shit about us. One of the 5. Fuck you. No, man, I'm tired of hearing your bullshit.
I said one of the 5.
No,
and I said, listen, can you let me finish? I actually said that Dawn thinks you mentioned.
Fuck you. I'm sick of all you. Go ahead and keep running your mouth about us all night long, whatever it makes you fucking happy.
Actually, I was going to move on from the topic, but
yeah,
I am. I already said, have you not been? You must have just joined.
No, I'm sick of y'all. Y'all say it's impossible. Somebody could have.
Hey, no, I'm not going to. Glitter Queen, no, I'm not going to have to.
You know so fucking much. What the fuck happened to her?
We're going over theories. You said today, your comment today was that you said that that Candace, the only mistake was Candace made the wrong friend. And I was saying he's talking about Allie. That's what I said.
None of you have no evidence. You just keep running your mouth.
Don't you think it's Al? Don't you? Aren't you suspecting Allie?
When you don't know shit about nothing, you just run your fucking mouth constantly, 24/7 on my daughter's fucking over my daughter, so you can make money because you don't give a damn. Actually, you don't care. You sit there running my daughter's name in the ground and me and my wife's name in the ground 24/7. You don't give a fuck because you.
I'll rewind and listen to what I said, but I don't think I said that you abducted her. I don't think that I said you abducted her.
The biggest bitch out there.
I was just watching the freaking live or the video. I hadn't seen it.
You have that little bitch on your channel.
No, I don't. It's the video. I didn't even. I was watching the News Nation videos from today.
Well, whatever. You still have the little bitch on your channel.
Well, I didn't. I mean, I could see that he was on the. I mean, yeah, we're watching. It's about Summer. I mean,
it's not about Summer. It's about you. It's about Chris Sam. It's about
well, Chris McDonough was talking about.
It's not about Summer at all. We're sick of y'all. Not one of you can just. You don't. It doesn't matter.
What is it? I don't understand what upset you because I haven't. This wasn't even that bad. I don't understand.
Everyone of you know that Summer was abducted, but you got to keep running her name in the ground and keep running us in the ground because you all don't give a fuck about nobody but
she was abducted by somebody she knows. I don't think there's any way that she just randomly.
Just because you can run your mouth.
You know she was abducted by somebody she knows. You know she was abducted by somebody she knows. You know she.
Who cares?
You know she was abducted by somebody that you guys know. You even said that Candace made the wrong friend. So you're thinking it too.
Candace has told the truth from the beginning, but y'all too good to listen to the truth.
Oh my gosh! I'm just repeating what you said earlier. I'm just repeating what you just said.
Listen. My story hasn't changed from day one, and it never will because I told the truth from day one, and so is Candace, and it never will change. It will always be the same because we've always told the truth. We have nothing to lie about. So listen, this story from day one. Summer was abducted. Why don't you all help us find her? Instead of being
that's what we're trying to figure out. We're playing the news clips that you freaking just guys.
And it's hard for me to say you need to tell us what you don't know. Because that's,
but if I knew, then I could tell you. I know,
that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm telling you to say, tell me what you don't know. And you're saying, well, how can I tell you if I don't know? And I'm saying you've got to be willing to take your guards down and think through if there's anything that you're pushing out of consciousness, if there's anything that you're just not willing to acknowledge. We need your help to find your daughter. I guarantee you when this is solved, and it's going to be solved, this isn't going to be a stranger. This is going to be somebody you know, somebody you've crossed paths with somewhere, somehow, in my opinion. It's just a matter of you're going to find it out when they're caught, or you're going to find it out because you go back through and do an inventory and figure out everything you can possibly figure out and lead us to who they are.
Now, what part of that did you not understand? Obviously, all of it. You keep pointing the finger at Candace that she knows. Dr. Phil told you that she can't tell you what she doesn't know, that she knows. Do you know what a subconscious is? And she might not know until the person is arrested. So get off her ass. If you quit meddling with the Wells, maybe Candace could concentrate on who may be responsible. Dr. Phil, also, said someone you know or crossed paths with. That does not mean one of the 5 people there that day. I'm unsure if Dr. Phil even knows about the tree trimmers that were around the property for 2 weeks just before Summer's disappearance. Can you say for a fact it wasn't one of them? No, you can't.
I'm a little bit shaking because I can't believe that just happened, but it's cool. Like, I dealt with that a couple nights ago when I was talking shit about Benny. This is what freaking Summer had to deal with. And the boys.
You're shaking. What the fuck do you think you've done to this entire family for the past 2 months? Then, you bring up Summer and the boys. You do not care about Summer and the boys, that's an excuse. If you gave a shit about the boys, you wouldn't be putting out all the nasty shit about their family that you are. How the hell do you think this will affect them even as adults? What is this going to do to them mentally? You don't care. You just keep pushing the smut for profit and using Summer as an excuse to gain that profit.
Yeah, sure I did, liar. I would never say I thought they killed her. That is not even my theory. I never use that word, you fucking liar. I hate saying that word and Summer in the same sentence. I do not think Candace and Dawn killed her. That is not my theory. Nice try. Dawn, would you like to? You probably should have texted instead of sent that. Because no, I'm not going to protect him. If he's going to call acting that vulgar, I warned him 5 million times that he was and he asked to come on live. And he was being vulgar, so I put him on. At that point, I didn't care about freaking protecting his ass. But that time, that was out of nowhere, like just crazy. Because that was just insane. Yeah. Benny's up in his ear and making him freaking think these things. That's why he's upset. Benny's been talking to him all freaking night. Getting him riled up. I'm telling you, Benny's been working in the background, trying his hardest to get Dawn not to speak to me. He's mad because I played a news clip that had Chris in it. I don't know. I guess they were just waiting for me to say something that pissed him off, like any little thing, so they could call and do that. Because I promise you that Benny has been over there messaging him and stuff, just like, and calling him on the phone, just getting, and you guys, it's really honestly Benny's fault this started this. I guarantee he got Dawn upset like that. I promise you. I mean, Don's an adult and can make his own decisions, but I guarantee Benny was in his ear encouraging him, like, Ziggy's, talking shit. Ziggy's like doing this, doing that, getting him riled up, and then, probably Don was like watching my video, waiting just for any moment. He hates Chris McDonough. He saw Chris McDonough on my screen and he is just like, it was basically like a rabid dog on a leash, and the leash just broke and he was just attacked because he was just amped up like that.
You blame Benny. You blame McDonough. You blame Don Wells. You blame everyone else and anything else, but yourself. You caused this. No one else but you. You've abused this family for the past 2 months for profit. You spend 6 to 8 hours a day slamming the wells. Get a life. You haven't provided one fact in this case. You have not helped with anything. You have only hindered the investigation by putting out your lies to pad your own pocket. You've only harmed the family, including the boys, and including Summer. Take a good look at yourself. Quit Quit using Summer Wells for an excuse, because you surely don't give a damn about her. And, you just don't quit. Conclusion. The smut gossip drama channels need to shut down or be shut down. They claim they care about Summer, but it's an excuse. These channels are doing extensive damage to the boys because of their hatred of Don and Candace. They have no reason to hate Don and Candace. It's been proven they didn't have anything to do with Summer's disappearance. And, if you are supporting these channels, you are no better. If you have been supporting these channels, it's time to do the right thing now and stop.